mu say, read Nico say, Father, oh Father. I say, Counselor, thank you. I would have disgraced myself. So, now if I fly. Let me say, I'm embarrassing women. I say, yeah, no, I've changed. I'm past what sister with you. You know what the man has changed? Because after that, I counsel him that you have hurt the woman quietly because you think that you don't know yours. You are talking again. Some phone here, camera me and someone trouble them there. What is your microphone? Chromi. What to be a magano? Then I didn't pay for a camera me and someone chose to Toman be a Ottoman in Tama. Where Jimmy? Trying a call out and what Toman. Send a been 13 about. And your foot when I'm Bema. Bema don't hear me foot to a ninja. Really? What I'm saying is that so the way you become a stepfather can also affect the way you relate to the children. Oh, that Elamte was good to the children, not as a stepfather, but because...
Is he still not good to the children?
No, he was good to the children, not as a stepfather. But immediately he realized that he became a stepfather. He needed to do the needful by making this, putting the distinction between himself and the children. So when a woman brings a child into your marriage, we said it last week, the child is not yours, but a caretaker.
Yeah, you said
and once you become a caretaker, you should know that you don't have full responsibility over the child. The father of the child has more power than you. If you marry somebody's ex-wife, the children are not ex.
The children are still the person's.
There is nothing called ex-children. We have ex-wife. We don't even have ex-girlfriends. The word ex can only be used for a wife and a husband because a boyfriend cannot be ex.
What is the boyfriend?
Oh, a boyfriend, it's not ex.
It's what?
On your ex.
Brofo ne yede.
Yedieja.
Brofo yede.
Left over. But that's it. Brofo de yetio. Bibinti ne yekatwi. What I'm saying is that
you be jaya or you left over. Hey.
Please, never say my ex-boyfriend. Go on social media. My leftover. My leftover. What did I say? I did make ja. My leftover. Ex, your wife. Why? Because it is legally, legitimately, traditionally accepted for you to introduce her into the public or him into the public. But boyfriend, ayenashi popcorn relationships, those things are sexual deviances and behaviors. So you don't expose your sexual secret. Ashawo yen fan chere enti na akọ ashawo o she week wo ba na wetu it is all your sweat na so can fi ashawo. So you don't advertise ashawo. The other one talking about. So when a boyfriend is introduced, meet my boyfriend. Anybody who introduces a boyfriend to you or a girlfriend to you has a mental deficiency. If the person is not an ewe, then he's a girl or a fancy. This is how they are. If it's an Ashanti, then the girl's family are in Abrochi. They are doing documents for him to come and take them to Abrochi. That is why they are introducing the girlfriend. But a wise person will only introduce a wife and not a girlfriend. The other can say, at the end of the day, a stepfather in the life of a child must not be dealt with but must be managed. Your level is that you can only communicate with the child through the mother.
Oh, you can't communicate with
the
child?
No. Giving orders to the child. When the child refuses to take your orders, it is because you gave yourself up. Even me with my children in the house, I don't give orders. The order is given to my wife. She implements my orders.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Not if my children are looking for opportunity to eat ice cream and they come to me. I have the money, but I don't buy them ice cream. Their mother buys them.
So you give the money to your
Yes, okay. I don't waste that energy. The children who are living in the house, they know their mother more than me.
But that's for you because now fathers are trying to bond with their children.
Anytime a father bonds with a child, you lose your marriage. I would challenge any father by taking my cap. Any man who is connected to the children loses the wife.
Please, my father is very connected to us. He
Come again.
His wife.
But when you, as a citizen, when your father loses your mother, will you know?
I will know.
Okay, well. Get better, Shaboyo.
Pepacho. When
no. Get my sister, hear me. When we say somebody have lost somebody, you don't understand the way. So ask, what does it mean to lose a wife? If I lost my wife, will you know? No, if you have lost your husband, will you know? People are living in the house like sisters and brothers.
My father and my mother.
People are living in the house that they are concentrating.
But I'm very connected to my father. All of us are very connected to our father. So that one dear.
My sister.
This one dear.
If you tell me that you are connected to your father, it's no news.
When you
tell me you, Rosalie, you are connected to your father, it's no news. It's because your mother is weak.
My mother is a very strong
No, that's why she's weak.
No, my mother is not weak. My
watching me.
mother is not weak, and I don't accept that live
No,
on
your
TV.
acceptance.
No,
you see, what does it mean for a mother to be weak?
Not on live TV. You
No,
don't
because-
say that. No.
We are not on live TV.
No.
At the moment, we are not on live TV. The best example is what we used to discuss.
No. I won't accept
You
it.
said
You will not say my
what?
mother is weak on TV. No,
you don't understand
no,
it.
no. I don't. I refuse to understand it until you take
see?
it back. No, you don't say my mother is weak on
That is where the
TV.
discussion is going.
Nope.
Rosie Afeli,
Nope.
let me continue.
No.
Okay, so in the note of Rosie Afeli, when we say people are weak in relationship, for her sake, let me explain. I married my wife, not my children. There are women today that the only way they can get something from their husbands is only to use their children. There are women today. Can I finish?
Okay.
There are women today. The only way they can enjoy their marriage is when the children are in the middle. But the question is that immediately the children to go and get married, how do you run your home, the two of you? So in this relationship bit, a man must be connected to the wife, and the wife will be the chain of command to the children. When a man gets connected to the children, he ends up. So when you see a woman who is pushing the children, and you have children saying, that's for me, my father is my everything. My mother, yes, she's there, but I love my father. It tells you that the mother is weak.
Please, it is not like that in every home, and I challenge you to
no,
that.
but
I'm sorry.
No,
it's not like that in every home.
If it's not your home, do I care?
I said it's not like that in every home.
No,
So don't say it's every home.
No, if
do
it's
not
not your
say
home.
it's every home.
No, if it's not your home,
that it's
we
every
do
home.
care.
Fine, you can say it,
If
but
your
don't say
mother
it's
is
every
dead,
home.
and you
Do
say
not say
she's
it's every
sleeping.
home.
No, if your mother is dead, and you say she's sleeping, is it my funeral service?
Any day, but don't sit here on live TV and say it's every home.
I'm
Because when
saying
you say that, everybody out there will think that that's how they should run their home. That's not how we run every home. It is some homes that you run it like that, not every home.
There is no home that is some. I'm telling you.
No.
When the woman is in charge of the home, the children don't have direct connection with their father. It is only, it's like you have TV Africa.
If that is how you want to build your home,
no.
fine.
TV Africa as a
everybody
company
should build their home.
Imagine the owner of TV Africa.
If that is how you want to build your home, that's
the general manager of TV Africa.
That's how you want to build your home. It's fine.
And he leaves the head of camera.
If this is how you're building your home, it's fine. But do not say that everybody should build their home like that.
Congratulations. Rosie just spoke. She's hosting me. But what I'm telling you is that immediately your children are close.
No, because there are people out there watching. Let them understand. Because somebody is bonding with their children. But
if your father is bonding with you,
do not say anything like it because of that the mothers are weak. No, don't say that.
Let me repeat it again. I'm saying that in the structure of the home. And we're discussing managing stepchildren. And that's what become the problem right now.
Let's talk about the
and that's what I'm saying, that you don't have direct connection with the child. Not just that child, but all the children. You communicate to the children through your wife. So anytime you go to a home where the man orders around,
I grew up in a home it doesn't work like that. No, I'm sorry. I grew up in a home it doesn't work like that. I said that, and I also say it, and I say it emphatically. Every home is run differently, and in the home that I grew up in, what you are saying didn't work there, but we have a very
Rosalie, I'm saying that if we say that people have lost their marriage, don't wait till you see here comes the groom dead, here comes the bride dead, or hear them giving each other certificate of divorce. There are people who are married today and the marriage is gone. They are just in it because of the children. And I'm telling you the truth.
That's true. That is true.
No, that's not true. It's a lie.
What I'm saying is a lie. What you just said is true.
No, this is a lie. What I said is a lie. I retract it. It's a lie. When anything I say she says is true, it's a lie. Anything she says, my own is a lie. But hear me here. I'm saying that the man will not have direct connection with the children. So the reason why stepchildren feel that they are molested and they are maltreated by their stepfathers is because their mothers have granted the option for their fathers to have direct connection with them. The house we live in, I give the orders in the house. No matter who is in the house. If I said nobody comes over 8 o'clock.
Nobody is stopping you from giving orders in the house.
So you see,
giving orders in the house.
Rosie, I'm saying that my orders are carried by my wife.
Take your order through your wife. It doesn't always work like that. You can build connection with your children as well.
What do you call connection?
You build connection with your wife.
That you come up from work
build connection
and you sit with the children.
Just know how to manage it. That's all.
They sit on your lap.
Manage it well. Manage it well.
Kofi Bra. It is saying, where did he? Where Jare? School is saying, stupid man.
That's not a stupid man. That's not a stupid
man.
You
come back from work.
That is not a stupid man.
No, you come back from work.
That is not a stupid man.
And you call your child and ask your child, where did he? It's an insult to your wife. Let's use common sense to run life.
Oh, please. Oh, please.
Are you serious in life?
Please.
People, I'm sorry. I was arguing with you. She was training the UK.
Who was training the UK?
Let's come back to local government. sorry. I've wasted my energy like that. Let me apologize to you. When you argue with people who have stayed long in abroad, their mentality is different. You know,
who grew up in the UK?
I'm sorry. She's a UK girl. I have been a local breed. I'm sorry. So the local people, this is how we raise our people. And if for now, your father is your pivot, she's your pivot, your father is your pivot because your mother introduced your father as a pillar. When your father is useless before you, it is because your mother makes you feel that your father is useless. So stepchildren in a relationship, if your father decides to give school fees, but Jim school fees, no. Now, go to you. Then you give it to your first daughter. The stepchild is there. The mother, she takes that money. The money taking, the stepchild is not part of it. And nobody will force you to pay the fees of your stepchild. But if you use common sense and maturity as a husband, you talk to your wife. And Kolani fees near saying, or say 3,000. Hey, Nankola me any atu about 3,000. Oh, there be oh. Me de me bana count. The mami tia me bana we. Next week sike bi beba. E bana me tumi a no maboa.
Oh, number 2 jo mo friend no dey fa.
Mo am person mo friend. Rose ni podi on friend me so nim me. On 0277. Unim obi a unso kane ahwe nanim. Ono on friend me ohu me. And just say mo am person mo friend me no. Wo a we pia nkola na mo wukunu. Na ya say wukunu mi kunu dey over time ankola no. Shame on you. 0277. Ashiwe 609 644. Churano boko ubuefu wakuma abo. Me am a ticket. I am relaxed with my testicles. 0277 609 644. Rosie papa hwe yi pa na dachi bi wa hwe Rosie awale no mame. 0277 609 644. Remember, if your mother is dead and you say she's sleeping, the funeral service is coming.
His name is Reverend Pastor George Luttrell. Well, I don't know, but half of the things he said here today, I don't know if you take it or not, but anyway, we still have a show. We are continuing with the show on Facebook Live, so you can go on his page and enjoy the show, the continuation of the show. But then thank you so much for watching the show. But don't forget to go to Cheesy Pizza today. Go and get your cheesiest of pizza. And since today is a Thursday, they have an offer for you. They are giving you a combo at only 49 Ghana cedis. You get the big size pizza. You get fries and you get a chicken as well, plus one drink. So you get small size pizza with a chicken and fries and a drink as well. So just go there and they will serve you at only 49 Ghana cedis. You can call them on 02641-33397. 02641-33397. Also, Mama's Food, they have the local dishes for you, especially the Nigerian dishes. They are located
and then the ginger.
Fintex Road on top of the cheese
and the ginger.
Building. Go to them. They'll serve you for all your local Nigerian dishes. Yummy. Just go to them and they'll serve you. Cousin Luttrell is talking about his ginger.
Don't say my ginger, say the ginger.
Do buy, patronize on his ginger. This is for the broke and this is for the rich. So like, what's the way it's and that's the care for me. It's in the value is not the same. Please patronize in it. You can call him. When you call him, he'll say, okay, there's a number here.
It's 0277-609-604. This thing has helped Rosalie, has helped the mother. Enjoy
the rest of the day. I love
you. Bye. Me enjoy me there. Ghana for a chow.
Oh, what about Julian? I was waiting for you.
Ghana for. And then Rosalie, I
have to go and do.
And she,
only someone for we cry for me. Yeah, you're waiting your mama me back on. I know, mommy.
Is there, you have it. And to Casa de Crab.
Oh.
So, I mean, a very, very simple policy and a very, very simple thing. Usually, one of the things, I think from the beginning the sound was bad. Sorry, I think now it's okay. Our sound is okay now. I don't know what happened to you, that your sound went bad. What did you do? What did you do that the sound didn't come? We're sorry the sound went bad.
It will.
How? So I don't know when people got the sound.
Yeah, immediately I saw the first minute.
Oh. Why didn't put it inside?
No, inside back.
I didn't do the 3 that I said you made a mistake. But is it phone or camera? Are you sure you're using the phone cable?
Yes, please.
It's a cable phone?
Yes, please.
You're sure?
Yes, please.
All right, thank you. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, sorry for that interruption, but I think that somebody get my ginger for me. Get my ginger. I think that, but how can you turn the thing to your face? You press the thing to your face just now. Your face have come on Facebook. Hey, today. Sorry, my cameraman today is part of the reason why. So let me do this for you, and there we go. So our discussion has been on how to manage a stepchild as a stepfather. And usually, we've always find a nice way of making stepchildren become demons in our homes. And the banter between myself and Rosalie will not have any other thing doing in your mind. But I think you zoom small to get rid of part of the things. So you can do it like this, zoom with your finger like this. Sorry, so that we can get myself and cutting some of the edges of the system. Good. That's okay. So if you move it here, the camera is here. So if you move here, you can have me alone. I'm sorry I have to do this correction. I'm also watching. So ladies and gentlemen, the conversation is very straight. And the issue is that usually we have found ourselves connecting our children to our husbands. The reason being that we believe that the children should have bonded with their fathers. But there's a secret to bonding with your father. The secret to bonding with your father is that your mother will make sure that you will always have the respect. You always do the needful with your father. Your mother will make sure that you give respect to your father. Not because your father gives you money. Not because your father buys you ice cream. Not because your father is always ready to put you in a car and roam around with you. But it is because of the level of information that your mother releases onto you. That is the reason why you end up coming to know who your father is in your life. So when your mother refuses to show you who your father is, when your mother refuses to let you know the position of your father in her life, then you lose respect for your father. So when we say women who are weak are those whose children have direct connection with their fathers. The secret is that because they want the children to know who their father is, not through them, but direct connection, the children ends up losing that respect that they have for their mother. So it makes the mother weak in the sight of the children. Why is the mother weak? Because the house is run by the mother, but the logistics, the funds, the money to make it work comes from the father. So if I live in the house and have become the Mr. Lutrot of the house, and my wife has become the Mrs. Lutrot of the house, it makes the home very lovely. The children communicate through their mother to me. And I was giving you a practical example. If you own a company and you are the owner of the company, and there's a car park that is written Director 1, Director 2, and the security man doesn't know you, if you come to park at Director 1's place, they will not give you access to park there because the director they know is not you, even though you are the owner of the place. Why? Because the operations manager is having direct inclination with the staff. You can live in a place like where the company I'm working now, and the cameraman will have access to call the MD and report a camera fight issue to the MD. You know what it means? It means that the head of camera, it means that the head of operations, it means that any other person that this cameraman or camera woman is under is weak. The organogram for a home is not for my home. It is for the home. So when we are telling you what the truth is, why you are living in a house and the children must be bonding with their father. Do you know how children bond with their father? Your child only bonds with the father, not because he's playing with them, not because they are sitting on his laps, not because he's buying them ice cream. The bonding between the father and the child is through the sperm. Number two, the continuation of the bonding is coming from the wife. So hear me. Any man who provides for the wife, the children respect him. When we are teaching, you can decide to take it or not. Do I care? Me? Sure. I made it. If your mother is dead, and we are all crying, Munja is no way. Yes, you never fano. Ocean in the Baba. Yet, Castro. 7 years now declared dead. If you are sitting there, they are telling you something, you think, oh, no, don't mind. No, don't. Me, who says come and mind me? We are teaching you the truth. It's your choice to take it or not. Leaving it doesn't sack me from Facebook. As a matter of fact, it's my credit I'm using. It's not 2 cedis credit. Over 560 something gigabytes. And yes, but me and family. What I'm telling you is that if the child is a stepchild in the house, the only way we see the difference between your children and the stepchild is that your communication is always with the step. But because every child in the house doesn't get direct attention from daddy, but the attention is through the mommy. Once your wife brings a child to the house, it is easily identified. How? Because when you're discussing the children, the word, the health, and the nature of your children is connected through their mother. How do you come back from work and call your children and ask them, have you eaten? Have you eaten? Not because the house help is in the house, but because your wife is in the house. Are you serious? What did you eat? Was it nice? Are you serious as a man? Do you run your home like that? So if a woman has lost it and the house is being run by the man, then these questions will flow. So when it comes to the management of a stepchild, I said it today, that the man must recognize that you can only manage the child through the mother. When the management of the child becomes the stepfather's duty, we lose it. And that is what is running right now in the place. If you love me, love my dog. Look, it's not every dog that you transfer from Kochoko and bring them to Cantonment that they can live. If you buy a dog and the dog is real or is taken care of as a dog, the dog is bought and they feed the dog around Dansoman Choco area. Do you know the difference? The difference is that a dog in Choco enjoys more than a dog in Cantonment. Because the dogs in Choco, they can go around the whole community. They eat everything that is thrown around. But the Cantonment dog is in a cage in the house. It has a room. He has a pillow. Some dogs even have lights. They have bones for eating with callus. They buy food in rubber for them. The Choco dog doesn't have a room. Survival of the fittest. Eats more of Antiago Bangu. Eats more of Onyaye. Wele. Go and do small licking at the woman's thing. They throw stone at that dog. If by mistake you have the chance to admire such a dog and you bring the dog to come and join the children or the other dogs in Cantonment, don't begin to ridicule the dog. Meaning, Bekrane, Kosegbe, Mbodekra, Benake, Baby, on your Casabona, your residential area. That monkey, woo, 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 woo. Yes, the dog will bark because the environment is different. So immediately your wife brings a stepchild to join the children at home. The child is coming from an environment that is not like the one here. If they give you connection straight to the child, you will frustrate the child and the child will hate you. The child is here. Manu master's degree, on your degree. Project work na here, copy now, copy. Obi awaye bi na to share. Project work here, no be anya bi that we are the first to do it. And see, you obi dia kra hwe so anye. Ye chema dia munsua. Na munja ahomaso anya hantan. Enu 2 cedis credit abi chiro jimie no. Sua de. Once a child comes to join your children, the environment has its effect on the child. Where I was raised, let me tell you, the effect in that environment is in me. Where I'm living now, I'm adjusting to live in it. You know where I was raised? Me, personally, George Lutrot. I live in an environment that was very noisy. Bonyo party, birthday party, programs, oblitiagbo. That is where the environment I live in. Fun, noise, cars are passing. Every time you hear a car pass, No thieves. Where I grew up, you can't steal. I do a jail because when you steal, they know who came to steal. That's where I lived. But you know where I live now? The environment I live is like a prison. Come to my house and see. 5 door locks on my front. The last time somebody was breaking into my car, I want to go, hey. I started opening my own door. Crack, 3. I opened 15 locks. I came to the main gate. I had to come and do clang, code. I'm opening to go. As a matter of fact, the wall itself, there's an electronic thing that I have to switch it on. Otherwise, when I try to jump, I will die. You see how stressed I am in that area? And my wife lived in an area where it was like that. So every day she comes home, when I get home, I feel very peaceful. When I get home, I get very worried. Because I can't hear people talking. Where I was raised, every time you go, that's where I lived it. So if I'm your stepchild, you will always curse me. Because the other children, they have been raised to know that we don't raise our voice when we are talking. We don't speak back to people. The environment is affecting the child. So anytime you have a stepchild coming into your home, don't lose the fact that that child is coming from an environment different from where you are bringing the mother to. Even your wife, she's not going to get adjusted to flashing toilet. When we're growing, flashing toilets were few. You know flashing toilet? The toilet that have a white seat, now they have brown and ash. That you sit on it, it doesn't respect you. You release the feces and you hear, Bwing. If it's heavy, you hear, Tungui. If it's light, when you finish, all you need to do, either press the top or the side. Unfortunately for me, the modern ones in some companies, in Ghana we shot water by heart. So the top press, if you use some in your place and it's a commercial entity, we fetch water to pour inside. That one you can't open it. So you see, you think the devil is attacking you. Somebody had some. I'm a civil engineer. We did some for the person and it says, I buy 4 person may have a koye. There be a toilet, say there be a bitch come see madam. If water will not stop flowing into this thing, nobody will attempt to open the top to pour water inside. Why? It's education. There are people in Choco, there are people in Mamplobi. When they come to your facility and the facility has a modern things, it doesn't mean they are villagers. They have not lived a life within that area. So why do you fight your stepchild? First and foremost, understand where your wife is bringing a child from. I am not pushing you to learn, but I'm closing very soon. The content is mine. The data is mine. The time is controlled by me. Anywhere I reach with my knowledge, I will pause. Because this thing you're watching is probably brought to you by Ginger Honey Chips. The more you chew, the more I buy data. It's not like VGM made that Vodafone will sponsor. And when we ask them for the result, they refuse to post. But buy Ginger Honey Chips on 0277 609 644. Your stepchild cannot be controlled by you. You have an indirect control in your home. And because you have set the measures in your homes to control, there is no specific control on the child. But the system that has been put in the house will constantly go to control the child. So who born dog? Where is it coming from? That you have speciality in the children. If you give the children boys' room and you give the children girls' room, the stepchild doesn't have a stepchild room. Kalu. The mother is the one in the house. So if she brings a girl in the family, once you've accepted the girl to live in the family, let all of them sleep in the girl's room. If the standard is that there are bunk beds in the room, or there's one bed and there's a floor, don't allow 2 children to sleep on the bed and let your stepchild sleep on the floor. It doesn't make sense. Look at the space. Even hostels, bunk beds, 4 people are sleeping there. Remove the double bed that is causing the trouble. What do you do with it? Go ahead.